Owl? What? What? What kind of joke is that, huh? I was expecting the joke. I was expecting you to like finish the joke. What is that? I'm disappointed. Disappointed. Hello. How are you? How are you, Mr. Cardio and Booba Apps workout? How are you? You're supposed to say our who? Fine, our who? Better be good. Better be good. Otherwise, we should do. But that's not the end of a joke, right? There's something else coming, right? 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 Please, right? There's something else coming, alright? What sound I always make? I don't know. You think I know what kind of sound we make? Honestly. Or this how we call it? I'm too big. What the heck? That's better, I think, I believe. Nope. Dude. Make who sound? I don't wanna stay here. I don't wanna stay here. No, it's just here under my belly. There you go. Yes, it's important that you don't see under my belly. Anyway, how are you, Mr. Workout? How are you? What did you do today? Except workout and the work. Actually, the thing you make is funnier. I don't work out. You do work out a little bit. You do cardio and workout. You do. I'm just lightly exercise. Even if it's lightly, workout is workout. And by the thing that you make is what thing? What thing? What I don't call it workout. You should. You should. No, honestly, it doesn't matter. Did you do it, by the way, today? A thing that you weren't doing? Oh, never mind. Don't answer. I don't care. Have you finally watched the video that you're supposed to watch all along? Did you finally, or am I gonna just cry? Man, my mod is not even helping me. He's supposed to be there to help me, and it's not even helping me. I gave him a very important homework, which is not even hard, he's not doing it. I've been waiting for a week. I wanna go cry in a corner. Every day I ask, every day is hee hee, ah hee hee, ah oopsies, hee hee, ah hee hee. Oh wait, I forgot something. No, I have to do my schedule again. I forgot to but it's movie night Sunday. No. It's fine, I'll fix that later. I'll fix it. And I'll make the announcement too. I fixed it. I'll fix it. And my mod didn't even tell me. My mod was like, yeah, you should rest. Come rest on my lap, you know? And he's trying to risk me, and when I make a mistake, he's not even doing it. I have the worst mod. I want to say that you are the best, but you're not giving me stuff to actually say that, you know? I'm not actually kind of like proving it, you know? I could be telling everybody that they should hire you, you know? But you're not really proving your case, you know? Sorry. It's fine. It's fine, don't worry. I'll fix it after. Just remind me after stream, okay? If you're still awake. Or like before you go to bed, go like send me a DM saying don't forget to do the thing, Nak. Don't forget the movie night. Just remind me. Thank you. Okay, let's switch to the game which I haven't prepared yet. Give me a minute. You know, give me the minute. Is it this? Or I think it is. Let's wait a second. What the heck? Why? Why do you do this? Why is it not? Okay. What the hell? Oh, there you go. There you go. Doing with stuff. Are you impatient to go see Cove again? Are you? You're supposed to say yes. So are you? I prefer to see Nak. That's not a bad answer. I'll give it to you. Fine. Let's continue. I have so many things to do here. Oh, okay. Let's go in order, like we always do. Except if you guys have one moment you absolutely want to do, like Nak, you should do this one. Nak, you should do this one. Nak. And that's when I see a PP. Hope not. Uh, Not even ready yet. Okay. From the moment you woke up, ayo, TOS, ayo, 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 yo. From the moment you woke up, you knew that today was going to be busier than usual. Kind of true. Kind of true. There were a list of errands that needed to be finished before the day was done. Nice. First up was visiting one of the biggest farmers market in the area. It was only open 2 weekends a month during certain parts of the year. What the heck? It was rare that you and your family were able to attend. So your moms liked to make blah blah. Nope. The most out of every minute of it. And you realized it was not just them feeling that way when you heard a whistle from your left side. Whistle whistling at me. Who dares to whistle at me? Whistle at yourself. No PP on stream, please. Yes, no PP on stream, please. Otherwise, I will have to really quickly change the scene and I will be in panic, you know? I will be probably screaming, oh shit. Wow, this is a swanky show. Vegetables have never seemed so highbrow. Seriously, they don't mess around with their products. Doesn't it feel like a guy with two women? Like you see in movies, you know, the guy with the two women. Anyway, Liz crossed her arms. You could tell she was amused. We couldn't have picked a more perfect trip. It's been too long since we've had a true family outing. What do you mean? And Booba? Booba. Migra Booba. Her teasing tone said more than she actually did. Your next door neighbor had joined you this day, and that's what made it a true family outing. The three parents laughed approvingly. That is not because of the failed kiss, okay? Absolutely not. I don't, nope. Out of the corner of your eye, you caught Cove looking at you sympathetically. Some things never changed, and some jokes never died. You'd long accepted that. Yep, well, it's your fault. I mean, his fault, but your fault. You're excited to check things out. You thought this trip might be fun. You shrugged, feeling indifferent. You felt uncomfortable. You were in a bad mood. This trip was a waste of your time. Uh, Depends. Can I buy myself some clothes? If I can buy clothes, I'm here for it. You know. If I can't, uh, clothes, no clothes. Clothes, no clothes. Clothes, no clothes. Clothes, no clothes. You do it with me. You know. Clothes, no clothes. Clothes, no clothes. Clothes, no clothes. Nobody's doing it. You're not kind. You mean. Let's do the fun. I don't know. Let's do the fun. You smile, trying to imagine how many stalls were set up. You were curious what hidden gems were waiting for you to discover among them. Well, I'm ready to get started. I've got plenty of dishes in mind I could use ingredients for. Before your moms responded to that, they glanced at each other and smiled. That's a very good idea, Cliff. This place is much larger than it seems. It's difficult to visit each part in a single day. Vêtements, pas vêtements. Hey yo, sir? Are you imagining me naked? Hey yo? Wow, that's kind of kinky, you know? I'm sure you can make a decent dent together at least. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Actually, since there is so many of us this time, we could take a different side of the market. Divide and conquer, huh? That sounds brilliant. Are they really like making plans to just buy tomatoes? Bro, everyone watched your mom, surprised. No one had considered that an option, but your mom flashed the group a dazing smile, continuing with the thought. Though it's a little unfair that there are 400 jail family members. uh, and only two Holdens here. So I'll go with you boys to even out the odds. Can I go with them instead? That's fine with me. Whoa. What? Did you have sussy thoughts again? You sussy baka? Cliff scratched the back of his neck awkwardly. He wasn't sure where to look or what to say. That was not a problem his son had. I don't like that idea. Ugh. You started it. What do you mean? Don't worry, we'll be apart for only a few hours and then we'll have something to talk about at the end of it. After the additional nudging, Cove nodded with a sigh. He realized this was an argument he was going to win. Alright. I don't get the point, but I also don't mind spending the first part of the trip with Jamie and Ma. Ma kept her hands together at that. Wonderful. Are the teams ready to go? I didn't agree to anything. Let's go. Can I be the one who goes with Holden instead? You stay silent. I'm going with them, not you. They're mine. Anyway. You look from your mom to your ma. Hopeful that you at least get to explore the market with Cove. He perked up at the suggestion when you saw Ma was pouting at your request to leave her group. Sorry, no, can't do this time, kiddo. I'm not a kiddo, I'm 18, please. Seeing that neither parent was budging, you slumped your shoulders. We won't be sleeping up too long, right? Ma hooked an arm around you in a little side hug. You grinned. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Yes, thank you, Jamie. Taking the lead, Mom walked over towards Cove and Cliff, who was still eyeing her confusedly. Come on, boys, we're heading out. Is something going on here that we're just not seeing? Does she has an idea of a secret thing that we just don't know about? Sure. Okay. Dang, he's handsome. Go look at you softly. Then, nope, still not knack. And found himself pulled forward, stopping in front of you. His expression flickered for a moment, hesitant. Bye. Come on, you should have done it. Cove lightly took one of your hands in his and gave a small squeeze. He dipped his face forward, wanting to kiss farewell. Oh no, please don't. No, I changed my mind. Don't do it. But instead, he stopped midway, his whole body stiff. He jerked his gaze back at your mom. No, don't do that. And realized that she had grabbed the hem of his shirt. What? Mom, what the hell? Mom, what the hell are you doing, Mom? She gave it a small tug before letting go. Come on, Mom. Mommy, no, that's Mom. Uh, time's a wasting, Cove, and I know you're long enough to be aware that you want to linger. If I don't stop you now, you only drag your feet on putting more ways. Ways more or whatever. The two of you can snug. Hey, yo, Mom. Hey, yo. And make out as much as you want later. What do you mean? We have a product shopping to do. Please don't make out in front of a camera. Please. That's all I'm asking. Please. Uh, give hope. Nope. No. Give me a second. My mouth doesn't want to work. Let me eat a how would they call it again? A jelly beer. There you go. I'm eating jelly beer. Give me a second. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Nom nom. Cove gasped at what he felt was a true obscene thing to say. Ooh. Biscuits? Jelly beer. You know what these are, right? Gummy bear? Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know, bro. I gave up on English a long time ago. Oh, whoops. His face burned red, but that was Ignored by him. He spoke with an unimpressed roll in his eyes. You don't need to literally pull me away from Jamie. I'm not that clingy. Mom sniggered with a shake of her head. Cove's eyebrow raised over the reaction, and she turned to Ma. She wouldn't meet his eyes as she whistled innocently. Liz smirked ear to ear, and Cove whipped his head towards his dad. Mr. Holden couldn't offer anything more than an apologetic shrug. What's the situation? Never had Haribos before, actually. Seriously? You need to buy them. You need to go to a shop and buy them. Not now, though. After the stream, After the stream, or tomorrow, but you need to. How is it possible that you never had some? It was only then that it dawned on Cove that everyone did think that he was that needy. Finally, he dared to face you with wide, pleading eyes. Who said you were allowed to say things like that to him? Ooh! Don't make fun of Cove. Cove is totally capable of being independent when he wants to be. There's nothing wrong with being tired, it's nice. Come on, Cove, you know how it is. It's 12 a.m. Exactly, so you need to go tomorrow, but tomorrow you go to a shop and you buy them. Which one? I don't want to make fun of him, but I don't know if that's something that I would say either. I'll go with the first one. Hagrid snapped louder than you meant, and it was met by several surprised looks, but you kept a stern gaze fixed on them. I didn't mean to be angry either. Cove meanwhile beamed at having your support. Without thinking, Cove took another step forward, feeling drawn to you. Ooh. Also, again, Ma grabbed the back of his shirt. Mom! She tried suppressing her laughter, but a few chuckles escaped. Actions speak louder than words. Mom! What the hell, Mom? Cove's mouth twisted as he struggled to come up with something to say in his defense. He was newly embarrassed all over again. He's cute. Yeah, well, so what? That admission at least your mom's and his dad burst into laughter. Uh, Cove grimaced and walked several steps for the group before stopping. He clearly wanted to move on, so much that he was physically moving away. He smiled softly and waved goodbye when he noticed Cove's mouth pulled into a bent smile of his own, and he seemed to feel better a bit. You should. Okay, see you in a few hours. Take care of yourselves. At that, Mom picked a direction and set out into the market with Mr. Holden and Cove following behind her. Grinning, Ma sent them off with a big wave. Liz gave a daintier goodbye wave herself. I see Harry Boss when I get Ritter Sport Chocolate? Ritter Sport Chocolate? What the heck is that? Let me check. What is that? Ritter Sport. What is that? Hey, Vednako. Hello, Butter. Hey there, Butter. Hi. It's German chocolate? I don't think I've ever had those. Or maybe I did, I just didn't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. How are you, Butter? How are you? What did you do today? Tell me everything. Tell me who did you talk to? What did you talk about? What did you do? I wanted to ask more stupid question, but I don't have any. So, oh wait, night. Not helping. You're not helping. The sun wasn't even on. What the hell? What? The sound of the game was even there. There was no sound of game. And you didn't tell me. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna go in the corner and I'm gonna cry. That's it. I quit. What have we been talking about again? Doing good. Didn't do much at work today. Ooh. Ooh la la. Nice. I'm translating. Well, I'm not translating to see what it says because I'm too lazy. Does that mean that you had time to think about me, Butter, at work? Did you think about me? You? Anyway, the game. Despite the change in plans, you were still glad to be there. You felt like the change in plans was a good idea, you felt unsure about it, you had been happy, now you were annoyed. That definitely put a damper on your good mood. I won't let that, put me in a bad mood, but I'm not sure I would be super happy either, you know? And here I go, talking, I don't even remember what language it is on my stream. There you go. In Vienna, I just have to learn that language to speak that language on my stream instead of English. There you go. I actually did think about you. Ooh. Ooh. What did you think about? I'm curious now. You gotta tell me. What did you think? Let's see the first one. Be positive, you know? Let's try to be positive. It wasn't what you'd imagine, but that didn't matter. There was a whole market to explore and couldn't wait to find some good stuff. Gloves. Mostly about little things like, oh, coming soon and your sick deep daddy voice. What the heck? Why were you thinking about that? What the hell? Brother, I think you have some explanation to do. Why are you thinking about my deep daddy sick voice? What? What? Brother, what? Someone get frustrated? Didn't expect this. I'm almost crying. What the hell? Oh, and about the secret little thing that is coming soon. It's on my schedule now, so you can see it. It's okay. It's on the schedule since what? 2 hours, maybe 3. So there you go. I don't have to be a secret anymore. I was gonna make a joke, like you can say that we're getting married or something, but when I thought maybe not, you know, Nak, maybe let's not do that joke, you know. Let's not go too far. When they were gone, Matt cheerfully turned towards you and Liz. She put her hand on her hips. Do you think there'll be any nice ginger around here? Why are you asking me like that? We'll have to find out. What? What does ginger have anything to do with what we just talked about? What? You're not in agreement. Can't you truly get the trip going? Ma led you both into the busy market. Some time passed browsing. There were only a few stalls you stopped at. You had fun chatting and laughing, pointing out various things to Ma and Liz and vice versa. At one point, Ma stopped suddenly. She put a hand on her belly and gave a half-hearted smile. I'm hungry. That's what she's gonna say. I'm hungry. Hungry, me wanna eat. Hungry. I think I should have used the bathroom before we left home. Like the two of you responsibly did. You're not gonna poop yourself, Ma. Come on, please. You're not gonna do that, right? If that accident happened, I'm sorry, Ma, but I'm just bye. I don't know you. Bye. You just need to pee?
Yes.
Yes, Liz. I have to visit the ladies' room now. Should Liz and I go on with you? Without you? Pascal? Let's just wait here. Mac ran forward as she struggled to pinpoint the direction she needed to go. She gently brushed your comment away. There's nothing to worry about me for this, and or waste your time standing around. Keep on shopping. Though actually, I might need help finding my way. Can you please come, Lizzie? You and your sister had to share a look over that. Why does that do that of all things?
Hey.
If anyone should go anywhere on their own, shouldn't be you. You're the one needing a detour and you're the parent here. That's weird, there's something going on. What the hell? I feel like there's something going on, like I don't know, she's sick or something. What? Mag called, unfazed by the resistance. Liz meanwhile tapped the brow of her hat up, watching Ma skeptically. Why are you wearing a hat anyway? Soon enough Jamie will have to handle those kind of errands on his own. That makes good practice. What? My reaction. What? Ooh, what? Ma hooked an arm around Liz and pulled her along.
Have fun.
Have fun. We'll find each other again later. Excuse me? Bye. I guess. It was all you could mutter as Ma and Liz waded into the crowd. They were out of sight within moments, and what started as a group outing rapidly became you entirely on your own. You were overwhelmed, you thought through them, you were done with the whole trip, you felt great being left on your own, and I still don't have the explanation as to why a sick daddy deep voice. I'm still waiting. I am waiting. I want the explanation on why a sick daddy deep voice. Do you like it that much? Do you miss it? I should practice a deep voice. I'm not sure I can do one. Like a really deep voice, I mean. I should practice it. I mean, why not? Of course I like it, I miss it. Oh, I see. I see. Someone had a crush on my deep daddy voice, huh? I see. Felt great being left on your own. I can make Nak sick. Should I say Ayo or run away? Which one is it? Should I just like run away? Like, you know, just Yup. Because I'm sick? Oh, that's true. Forgot about that. How are you actually? About you're sick. How is that going? Are you feeling any better? I forgot you were sick. You didn't even remind me. Whenever I asked, he wasn't even like, "Oh yeah, I'm feeling better. You know, not sick anymore." It's just like, I'm doing my sport. You know, I'm running, Nag. I'm getting those apps for you, Nag. That's all he says. Felt great being left on your own. I thought mine would be ridiculous, but you didn't remind. You didn't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I feel like there's something going on. Feeling better, but still there and annoying. I see. Well, don't. I don't know. Just don't. Don't be sick. There you go. Don't be sick. Just don't. Just stop. Just stop being sick, you know? You still couldn't believe Ma just did that. There wasn't a single doubt in your mind that she had some ulterior motives. But for now, you had to figure out what to do next. You walked off on your own. You found a place to sit and where you left. You texted Cove to meet up. I'll just walk on my own, you know. I will try. I will stop kissing anyone I meet. Huh? Sir, what the... What? Do we need to talk? What I knew you'd go to like a BDSM club, but just, you know, you also kiss everybody you meet, you know? Dang. What is your counter of tongue you had in your mouth, you know? That is not yours. What is the counter? How many? How many tongue did you taste? Walk over on my own. Resignated to your fate, you picked up where you left off, browsing the stalls. One hooked your attention. What are those? While most stalls were selling various garden ground food, this one had an array of homemade fudge. There were even vegan versions of every option. Dun, 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 dun. But soon your gaze drifted elsewhere. It was fun getting a peek at all the fudge options, but you weren't enticed enough to buy any. You pondered for a moment what you should do now. None of these stalls were catching your eye. What did grab your attention, however, was a head of familiar seafoam hair sticking out of the crowd. You instantly was Cove. He hadn't noticed you yet, but he was walking in your direction. He held a couple of bags tightly in his hand. Strangely, you couldn't spot your mom or his dad anywhere. Yeah, we were stood up. I'm calling him out. Go over here. He instantly stopped dead in his track. Although Cove's head snapped up, and his eyes searched the crowd until they landed on you. His whole demeanor brightened at the sight.
Jamie.
Hi. Hello. He waved through passers-by, what? Deftly in an attempt to go through as fast as reasonably possible, slipping around them with ease. Them who? People? Okay. Do you remember how many steps you walk? Yes. Because I don't walk. Middle leg. What you gotta do now, huh? Huh? What's your excuse now? Huh? It only took a moment for him to arrive. It was undeniable that he was shopping by himself. You stared at him confused. Where's the rest of your group? Cove crossed his arm defiantly, the back twisting in front of him. Your mom took my dad and I ended up alone. Why are you by yourself? Mine and Liz abandoned me too. How about, do you remember times you breathe? Last my count. Dang, that's a lot of people. At this point, you've basically killed everybody in your country. What the hell? Like, do you even take time to breathe? Or to just like drink something? Are you like, and then you're like, wait, wait, let me drink something, and then you like go again, your tongue in somebody else's mouth.
What?
I can't believe this happened to both of us. We planned it. We had to, but I don't know why. Are they pranking us? I don't know either. Times. Ooh, that is a long time. And you meant it. You couldn't fathom what your moms were up to. Cove shook his head, trying to clear his mind.
So...
Hi. He's changed. He blah 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 blah. Yes. He's changed. In tone, caught your attention. You changed his eyes. Nope. You watched his eyes start to twinkle with mischief as his mouth pulled into a cheeky smile. You know, it is technically later, and your mom isn't around this time. You chuckled, knowing exactly what he was implying. His ex been blah blah. Nope, I can't do it. I can't read today. That incident was already replaying in your head. What incident? Hugged him, kissed him. Bashfully, you nodded. Flustered, you told him not right now. I'm nodding. Yeah? Go ahead. Yeah? Cole stepped closer. He looked at you adoringly, and you wondered if everyone in that part of market could also hear your heart pounding in anticipation. Ooh. He leaned in and you made Cove part way, with a bit more eager force than he anticipated. You could feel him smile, and then he parted to chuckle for a moment. Cove kissed you again. It was brief, but enough, and it left you feeling energized. I'm glad it's later.
Me too.
Ooh. So, his gaze wandered off, as if one of your parents might simply appear if he kept checking. What? What? Okay. And you could tell he was still processing the situation. He scratched the back of his head, looking sheepish. Do you want to forget about whatever's happening and go shopping together? Nodded. It felt good knowing you were going to have company for the rest of the trip. Cove seemed to be thinking the same thing, because his body seemed to relax then.
Don't worry about it.
Even if we have to make our own fun, we're gonna have a good trip. Cove smiled at you encouragingly. It made you feel more optimistic now, a little bit more hopeful, glad he was there but still overall unhappy. Nothing was a terrible trip either way. Optimistic. Having him there was already comforting, and now he also seemed determined to improve your day by any means. That had you looking forward to what was coming next. So where first? I can't read. I'm skipping words. I'm changing words, bro. I don't mind going back the way I came, if it's new to you. Hello, Madillo. Hello. Welcome on this terrible stream where I can't even read. How are you, Amadillo? How are you? Knack? Yes? What? Did my silence for 5 seconds disturb you? Was a pause? Yes. Hey, yeah. Oh. Butters on the thing of the thing, you know? Yeah. You got it. You got it. He's on the thing with the thing on the thing. Little announcement. I'm doing it now, you know. A little announcement. There's a little mistake in the schedule. Sunday it's not Kingdom Hearts, it's the movie night on this Sunday, but I forgot. I'm gonna fix the schedule later. But yeah, little whoopsies. Just so you guys know, it's this Sunday, movie night this Sunday, same time as usual, on Discord. There you go. Anyway, how are you, Mandilo? How are you? 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 Woot. Bro, I'm annoying. I'm annoying myself. I am. Okay. So where to first? I don't mind going back the way I came if it's new to you. It's not hard to miss stuff even if I come past it. What have you gotten? Cove shuffled his bags around and started putting them open so you could peek inside each one. You recognize the array of things he picked up around the market. I mostly got typical things I can use pretty easily so far. Nothing super exciting. Woo! There were a few onions, some mangoes, and sweet potatoes, amongst other things that were wrapped up so you couldn't discern what they were. What Cove Bar made sense, but it was far from a complete selection. You glanced around at the nearby stalls. Wanna start over there? Cove followed your eyes as you pointed at one of the larger stalls. It was filled with several kinds of staple fruit and vegetables.
Come on.
Once a few people finished paying and moved, you and Cove got yourselves directly in front of the shop. There were so many things to pick from. Apples. Fine. Onions. No. Potatoes. Spinach. Carrots. Lemon. Lime. What else? What else? Strawberries. Better buy, my cat is getting bullied by another cat. What the hell? Go kick that cat. Go kick it. Go kick it. I mean, no, don't kick it, but you know, make it go away. Give a big kiss on to your cat for me. I was gonna say on the cat. I want like what? What are you saying, Nag? Peaches, fine. Peppers, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers. What was everything? Happily you paid and waited for Cove to make his purchase. Ready to go? Cove grinned, satisfied with his new choices. He had added another bag to his small but growing collection. You nodded. Actually, before moving on and everything, I was wondering if you'd want to hold hand while we're shopping? Ooh. Ooh. So we either take his hand or we lift our hand for him to take. The only problem is like the shyly. I would like give my hand, but like not shyly. I just give my hand, you know, we're like, there you go, grab it, you know, just grab my hand. Just do it. At that, Cove smiled, and it reached his eyes. He gently accepted the gesture and placed his finger with yours. Cove squeezed your hand back. With renewed eagerness, your boyfriend nodded his head in the direction you had been going towards.
All right.
Together, you and Cove wandered the market, on the lookout for any stalls that caught your attention. Cove was walking around with a spring in his step, talking about the various meals ideas he had in mind. Dang, husband is cooking, I see. After a while, you had to go greater distances to find something of interest. Several of the stalls were selling the same goods. It was only a matter now of which you wanted to buy from. You continued ambling down the path until Cove stopped suddenly, literally pulling you away from your thoughts. Cove? You followed his eyeline past the crowd. Immediately you knew what grabbed him: homemade jams and local honey. Why? Are you gaga with honey or something? That stall was glittering with quaint glass jars stacked high, each encasing, I don't know, jars of varying colors. Cove's eyes were practically sparkling at the sight. His feet automatically began to take him there. Likely without being fully aware, he had made an unexplained detour. When you got closer, you were surprised there were even more varieties than you thought. There were even different honeys based on what type of pollen the bee used. Cove's focus seemed torn between a bottle of blackberry jam and one of clover honey. No! Want some honey? Okay, the cheese. I wonder what on earth could you possibly want at this stall. Everything looked so really good. You should go ahead at him disapprovingly. He quietly left to his dilemma. Why disapprovingly? Honey is good. I'm gonna tease him though. Dumbfounded, Cove nodded in response. His face was burning red. You grinned, way too pleased with your own joke. You thought things over for yourself too. Clover honey, or some orange blossom honey, spring wildflower honey, honey butter. Oh. Butter honey. Hey honey. We wink at. Anyway, I want the honey butter and the orange blossom and the spring fire because I have never tasted them, but they sound good, you know. I never eat jam though, but since Cove wanted, I'll take this. That was everything. You paid and the shop owner started putting together your order. Very carefully packed in a single bag with paper. Thank you very much. Amused, you watched Cove give in and just buy both the clover honey and the blackberry jam. He also went all in, getting spring wildflower honey and plum jam too. The shop owner thoughtfully wrapped each in brown paper to protect them before putting them away in a bag. He handed the purchase to Cove.
Thank you.
You both stepped away from the stall. Cove didn't fail to notice the look you'd been giving him since he agonized over his toe stoppers. What? Hey, this doesn't go bad for a long time, so why not stock up? I could have chosen one if I wanted to. Sure, I get it. Why do you think I get so many too? Good then. As you began to stroll, Cove looked up at the sky. He smiled. It was sort of unexpected, considering all of this was technically an errand. An unexpected change just often upset him. But he was happy, and Cove liked doing this kind of normal things. And you could tell that Cove especially enjoyed doing these kind of things with you. You blushed thinking about how comfortable doing this with Code felt. You were feeling better when you were earlier, feeling down about what dream turned out. Why? Why would I? He's there. Why would I? Ghost plays at you, didn't know you. Why? That's weird. Yeah. The first one, it felt more than normal or mundane. It felt right. I'm glad you're having a good time. We're so domestic, ayo. Ayo. I wonder what the others are doing right now. You remain silent. And you meant it. Cove's good mood was only helping to boost your own. And you were thankful for that.
So?
Are you? Yep. You put an emphasis on the popping P. Cove chuckled at your response, happy to see a change for the better in your mood. Later, when you spotted a less crowded area, you took a break from browsing. Cove started rummaging through one of his bags, just to check on how his goods were doing. A smile grew on his face as he went on to the next. You chuckled, knowing that Cove wouldn't let anything go to waste. There wasn't a single doubt. He was gonna eat it all. You held a hand in front of your face as you squinted upwards. The sun had moved quite a bit. You'd been at the market for a good while now. Neither your feet nor your arms were sore right now, and Cove looked to be doing fine too. But that was something that could be coming. There was a price to pay for this much shopping, and it wasn't always just in money. Why the piggyback ride? Like, why? I see this in every choice, like, why? Could you carry my things? No. Want me to carry your bags? Want a piggyback ride? Let's just quietly enjoy the break, yeah? There was a breeze you just barely noticed in the air. I contentedly sighed, happy that the weather was cooperative for the market. It made things even better.
Oh.
Why don't I carry your stuff for a while? I don't mind. If I figure your arms... And I figure your arms could maybe use a break. I'm going through the first one because I don't like all the others. Cool. You flashed him your best smile and passed him the bags. Your arms were already feeling better as you watched Cove add your things to his own bundle. I really appreciate you doing this. He nodded while in thought. Cove was still deciding on how he was going to manage them all. You watched as Cove hooked a few bags on his forearm of his left side, and then he grabbed the remaining things with the same hand. It confused you. He noticed your expression, and then reached over to give your hand a gentle stroke with his thumb. Ooh. This hand is already holding something.
Hey yo, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Flattered, you couldn't help but squeak a little as your face burned. You had no idea Cove would do so much just to hold your hand. And with that, you and Cove continued your trip through the market together. Ma and Mom had both texted you during the trip, though only to say that they hoped you had found some good stuff and that they'd see you later. There were no answer on where they went or why. You and Cove continued to wind your way through the bustling market. The list of outstanding items steadily shrinking while bags grew heavier. Eventually, Cove realized that he hadn't checked his own phone in a while. His hand being occupied for the last while, he asked to let go for now and you agreed. The two of you came to a stop in the nearest alcove. I don't know what that is. Where you'd be out the steady stream of people pursuing the stalls. And he pulled out his phone. Cove rearranged all the bags he was carrying, freeing a hand so that he could pull out his phone. You watch his eyes dart over the screen as he reads the waiting messages. Not important, I can reply to that later. He mumbled his verdict under his breath. Then Cove's face scrunched up with confusion.
Huh?
Wait, I've got a message from my dad. Listen to this. Cove, I wasn't part of a plan. I didn't know what was going on when I left with Jamie's mom. Where are you? Huh? Ooh. He sent that ages ago. He didn't hear it come in. He's sent another one coming. Nope, he's sent another one since then. Says he hopes I'm alright and that he's not bothering me. The newest shop says everybody's going to the parking lot soon and we can meet up there. He lowered his phone, eyes narrowed. The same conclusion that was settling on you had leading on Cove as well. So it was on purpose. Yep, it was on purpose, sir. The crowd of people passing by stayed as noisy as ever, a sharp contrast to the silence that had fallen over you and Cove. He was rubbing the screen of his phone against his shirt, wiping away dust and debris. He continued scrubbing the screen along with anything could have remained. The action a poor substitute for pushing away the awkwardness of the moment. Don't care. It hadn't changed what you'd done today, only who you'd done it with.
Are you okay?
His voice was gentle. Yeah, really. That's good. Abandoning us without a warning wasn't a really cool idea. Even if they meant well, which they probably did. He looked you straight in the eyes. Not making a big deal out of this is nice. I'm not exactly thrilled personally, so if you want to complain to me, you can. You can be kind of annoying to me? What the hell? I don't have anything to complain about. You're here. Nothing? Ever? I don't know. His mouth hung open, and then he laughed.
No way.
Come on, you've gotta have plenty of stuff to complain about, just from the stunt I've pulled myself. Let alone what happened today. You cracked a grin at that, despite yourself. He could certainly be a troublemaker when he wanted to be, but he could also be so kind. After a moment, he stepped away from you, face turned. Cove closed his eyes and took a deep breath. His brow seized, then furrowed deep into a scowl. His arms tightly calling together. So they did do something stupid, I knew it. Dies from cat attack. It's fine, you'll come back to life like a cat woman. And you'll be a cat man. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I hope your cat is okay though. Give a big kiss to your cat from me. Or a hug or a pat on the head, I don't know. Some attention, you know. A little bit of comfort. Yeah, I hope your cat is okay though. His voice had taken on an exaggerated quality that was truly distinguished it from Cove's typical speaking tone was the abundance of rage. This is such a core. Parents are so dumb. Why do people have to go places with family members anyway? I hate them. You got it instantly. It had been years since the boy with the bowl cut had been in town for the summer, but Cove had never forgotten. To this day, he continued to unleash his impersonation whenever the moment felt right. Sometimes you wondered if the act had grown more exaggerated over the years, or if the kid really was always that ridiculous.
Let's play along.
Only do pat. Do pat for you, to your cat for me then. Wow, what is wrong with you?
No.
Not wrong actually. If you were as smart as me, you'd know about what the hell. Go give you a lopsided smile, letting the joke rest for now. Come on, we should probably go meet up with the group. Yeah. You didn't dally any longer. Dally? Okay. Slipping back into the crowd and making your way towards the entrance of the farmer's market. Da 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 da. It didn't take long to reach the parking lot. Your parents, Mr. Holden, and Liz were already waiting there, and they waved at you both as you approached. Your own family seemed to be in a pretty good mood, in contrast to Mr. Holden. He stared at Cove with open concern as you got closer. Hey bud, hey Jimmy, how you doing? We'd better be going... Oops, nope. We'd better be doing better if we hadn't been abandoned in the farmer's market by our families. You saw your mom's frowning at his response, back dancing from Cove to Mom with blinking eyes. Just because Jamie is really laid back doesn't mean you can just leave him out of your plans and expect him to go with it every time.
Ew.
Ma hanged her head ashamed, and Mom had a hand pressed to her cheek. You could tell that they were quickly regretting their scheme.
I'm so sorry.
Her words were full of emotion. Mom squeezed Ma's arm. We were trying to make the errands more of a trip, less of a chore. Ma nodded. We didn't think you, Cove, and Liv wanted to be stuck trudging around a market with your parents all day. Especially not in summer. But you're always very thoughtful and don't like to leave your moms behind. So we did ourselves. It was only going to be for a market, not the other shops, I promise. It's alright, we could have just told you and let you make your own call. Ari, I'm sorry. Neither of us meant to upset you.
I'm really sorry.
Aw, it's not that bad, it's fine. All gas, no brakes. And we should have known better, sorry. Ma dished me too, after putting her urging potty break stunt. If that helps. I went off to do my own shopping, as it seemed they planned.
Sorry.
Sorry I didn't check back in with you. I wasn't thinking and just tried to blow it off. You quietly took in the stories of what happened. Over to the side, Cove was talking to his dad. Thanks for telling me that something was up. Though I feel bad for missing the warning when you sent it.
You're welcome.
It's no trouble, sport. I learned my lesson about making surprises plan. Cove smiled at his dad. Mr. Holden, laughing, clapped Cove on the back.
Not bad.
Wow, we're really being outplayed today. You realize you hadn't been the only onlookers to the Holden's moment. Your moms were exchanging rueful looks. Liz had her arms crossed over her chest, patiently watching it all unfold. Yes, looks like it. We'd better find some way to catch up.
In that case,
Maybe we can do Jamie's score for the next week. Yes, please. Please do. Yes, please do. Mom jabbed Ma on the shoulder. You might be onto something. Jamie, how do you like the sound of that? They looked at you hopefully. Make it 2 weeks? Ooh. You're gonna have to do more than that. I'll think about it. You don't have to do anything. I was never mad. I like that answer though. I was never mad. That's wonderful. We'll still do better. Come on. And at the very least, we can make sure everyone stays together for the rest of the shops we're making today. You all nodded at the suggestion.
yes.
We won't let you down. We'll be the best sheepdogs ever. Sheepdogs, okay. Guarding the flock and catching any strays.
Funny.
And yeah, you told me if your cat is okay, Knight. Is your cat okay? I hope you didn't get hurt or anything. could at least be shepherds. What is this kind of joke? You chuckled, your mood lifted in spite of a bumpy morning. It was going to be alright. You turned to the entrance for a farmer's market for one final glance, pressing it into your memory under this new light. You thought on what you picked up at the market and how you were going to enjoy it later. I can't find her, probably hiding somewhere. Aww. Poor little cat. Hope she's okay. Oh. Some things you could only get from local suppliers like this. That was another peak about coming along to the market today. Coven sidled up next to you, an eager smile on his face. You could tell from his expression that he was up to something.
I
know this isn't part of the plan for the day, but nothing that happened really was, so... You cooked up a meal of your own? He laughed. Anyway, well, I sort of picked something out with you in mind. Ooh. You held a hand to your chest. Why, staring at Cove as he explained further.
I mean,
Since your mom decided we should shop separately, I figured I could use the time to get you something. Just as a little surprise. Aww, that's cute. He reached into one of his bags and retrieved one of the wrapped up objects. You accepted the unexpected present, and he looked on excitedly as you tore off the paper. It was a glass bottle of apple juice. You didn't need to taste it to know that it would be nice. It was a boutique product. It was heavy in your hands. The container is smart metal cap, reaffirming the quality. Even the label, constructed from corrosive paper rather than a flimsy sheet of plastic, was distinctive. You were practically bouncing in anticipation, and he smiled sweetly at your reaction. It's not a big deal, but I just thought you might like it. Thank you. You were touched that Cove wanted to treat you to something nice. Whether you were physically together or not, you were clearly always on his mind and in his heart. Liz clapped her hands together with the air of a teacher calling for attention. Since the other adults aren't acting like grown-ups, the rest of us are going to have to pick up the slack. It's time to get back on the schedule and continue with the rest of the errands. Playtime is finally over. Ma laughed while Mr. Holden grinned awkwardly. Mom hung her head in an exaggerated display of mock defeat. Kids are tough, and I can't even call them kids anymore. Liz tutted with amusement at her mother. Cove shrugged, staying a neutral observer, but the small smile on his face revealed that he was enjoying the conclusion. You laughed, glad that everyone was getting along. That's alright. We're all grown-ups now. With that, your trip to the farmer's market was closed. It was time to move on. There were too many of you for one car, so you and Cove had wound up in Mr. Holden's car on the way over. You figured it made sense to do the same for the next leg of the journey. You sat next to Cove in the back. After buckling in, Cove leaned back in his seat, letting himself be cushioned by the hard headrest. Once it shifted a little, he appeared to have found the perfect angle for maximum comfort. He gazed out the window, looking suitably content with the world. You followed suit, hunkering down in your seat and looking out of the window as the car pulled away from the lot. You knew Cove well enough to spot the sight of when he was physically present but mentally elsewhere. The way he would fall quiet, staring without seeing, the long blinks, all of which he was doing right now as he looked at nothing in particular. Close your eyes as you pulled up the resolve to speak. You were miles away for a second. What were you thinking about? Wow. Didn't expect that. Thank you. Well, I was just thinking about how nice you were. How nice I am. Yeah. His face grew redder as his hand clenched around the top of his knees. You stared at him, hoping for an explanation. The Cove simply ducked his head. When he next spoke, his voice was barely more than a whisper. I'm lucky I got to be with you. Ooh. Let's blush. He peeked at you from the corner of his eyes, still too shy to look at you directly. You smiled at him affectionately. Eliciting, whatever that word is. An equally caring smile from Cove in return. You felt content, secure in your relationship with Cove. Let's save the drink for later. I feel like a more special occasion or something. It was clearly special. You intended to make sure you gave it the attention it deserved. You spent the rest of the day completing the remaining errands all together as a group. Kinda both. I kinda like the independence part, and I kinda liked the closing all together part, even if I feel like the moms didn't have to really apologize or anything, or like really feel bad, it's not that bad. At least like for me, but but still, the independence part was the best. It might not have come about under ideal circumstances, but it had provided you with an opportunity to spend time making your own choices. You felt that you'd risen to the challenge. Whee! Yahoo! Anyway, you guys know what's about to come, right? You guys know. You guys know. You should know. You should know the thing that is about to come. You should. You should. You should. You should. You should. Kinky? No. You're kinky. TOS? No, I'm not showing my PP on stream. What the hell? Tea time. Thank you. Finally, someone has been say so here. Finally, someone has say so. Anyway, tea time. BRB. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yes, I did pass through all the scenes to do. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Yes, I did that. Yes. So what? So what? Give me just a few seconds, you know. Oh, great. Is it 2 time or 3 time even? 3? Maybe, I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. Okay, let me redo that. Let me redo the announcement. I know, it's annoying. I know. I'm not pleased with it. There's one thing I want to add. This, then to this. There you go. Ooh, I think I know. Okay. What do you know? Share with me. What do you know? What do you know? Okay, I'm done. I'm done with all the annoying stuff. I redid the schedule, and I did the announcement on Discord. That was annoying to do. Annoying. Anyway, sorry for the spam of the spam on Discord. I think you got like what, 4 messages maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? 3 or 4, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, back to the game now. Back to the game. I hope you guys had enough time to take care of your business in the bathroom. I mean, do yourself a cup of tea. Wink wink. I will go do the talks. I don't know what that is supposed to be, but while I'm eating my gummy bear, I'm gonna do the talks. Another placid summer day was drifting by. Your daydreams was, but you're not there. Skill issue. I don't know. Imagine me there. I don't know. If that's what you need to have a cup of tea. I don't know. Your daydreams were chasing each other, none sticking around long enough to become a firm plan. But you really didn't mind that right now. A tapping worked its way into your dreams. Those dreams, sorry. Focusing more, you realized it was coming from your window. Cove at this point just open the window, you know? At this point, I would have just, I don't know, left the window open, you know? I wouldn't be like, you know what, just enter. Just come in. It's fine. The grin popped on your face as though it had been waiting all day for this moment. Heading to the window, you could see Cove outside. His habit of climbing this way really was a true Covism, really. He'd rather scale your house than wait a couple extra minutes for you to come down. You stood aside to give him space. You held his hand. Space. He stepped across the window sill with practiced care, brushing his hands down on his mat when he was safe on the floor. Whoops. I passed something. What? Heading to the window, you could see Cove outside. His habit of climbing this way really was a true... What? What? There was another message. What? Oh, I turned back. Whoopsies.
Hey.
Hey, Jimmy. Hey to you. You think my mom should have invested in some bigger windows? Cove laughed at that and then took one last look at his exclusive entrance. He hummed with a teasing look on his face. Maybe. Cove's voice came out quietly with a strangely pleased smile on his face. Did something happen? Cove opened his mouth to answer, only to have your phone ringing cut him off. You both turned to where it rested, a little further on, up on your bed. It was still face down, so you couldn't tell who was calling. It's okay. Your attention shot back to Cove. He smiled at you awkwardly.
Don't worry about it.
Go check, it could be important. I'll wait. Thanks. I wouldn't have not checked. I would have been like, phone, just keep ringing. You shuffled forwards and scooped the little noise maker into your hand. You flipped it over and checked the caller ID. It's Miranda. You should answer it. I want to say hi too. With a nod, you accepted the call and set it to speaker. Hi Miranda, you bothering me? Bye. Hi. Oh. There was something off about her tone. Cove met your gaze and you saw the same conclusion in his expression.
Have you heard from Terry?
At all? Or did you hear about her from Cove? Huh? No, she hasn't called me. But Cove is with me right now. Hey. Oh, hi Cove. Is that what you were going to say? He shook his head no, before realizing that it wasn't a good enough answer with one person, when one person couldn't actually see it.
No.
No, Terry hasn't called me either today. Is something wrong? At that, Miranda couldn't hold herself together any longer. The muffled sobs from the other side on the line were unmistakable. Terry doesn't like me anymore, if she ever did. Huh? What? That does sound right. You probably her best friend out of all of us. Yeah, why do you think that? She sniffled, and there were a pause as you could hear her shift the phone to her other hand. What? I can never hear that. What kind of phone do you have? Terry was here the other night watching movies with me. We were up super late. She realized her parents probably went to bed, so they couldn't pick her up. My mom and dad were definitely asleep then. Dad works early. I tried telling her it was okay to just spend the night and she could text her parents what happened, but Terry really didn't want to. You glanced at Cove. He looked equally unsure as you about where this story was going. My mom is scamming me. She's stealing not my teddy bears, no. She was stealing my gummy bears. She's scamming me. We glanced at Gove. He was equally unsure as you about where the story was going. It didn't sound like a friendship ending situation. Like she just took things to make it easier as if she was nervous. Like she could sleep by herself in my room while I stayed somewhere else. Say cuckoo for me, please. I will if I remember. You know what? Wait, I'll send a message saying, my dear, lovely, precious mod is saying cuckoo. Phone, can you stop switching my words to French or other English words, please? Thank you. There you go. Message is sent. Yeah. And I said we didn't have to sleep at all. We could have kept watching movies until one of our parents woke up. I wouldn't have minded. I know not everyone can do sleepovers, but Terry wouldn't even tell me what was really wrong or what I could do to help. Merci beaucoup. De rien beaucoup. I thought we could tell each other anything. I guess I was wrong. Did she stay in the end?
No.
No. We got too loud in the kitchen and my dad woke up. He offered to drive her home when he heard that what was wrong. My mom. She. I can't believe this. She texts me apologizing for my dad having to do that when he needed rest. But that was it. She isn't talking to me anymore. You could hear every bit of tears and heartbreak in Miranda's voice. This continued to be a shock for your neighbor, but Cove recovered and spoke gently. Yeah, don't pay attention to it. Don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to this pause. Don't. Just don't. I'm really sorry.
I mean,
Oh, you're reading game? Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading game. Of course I'm reading game. I'm always reading game. Why would I not be reading game? Are you reading game? You should be reading game. I'm so annoying today. I was like this yesterday too. There's no way Terry wanted to make you feel this bad, or that's just she's done with your friendship because of this. You don't have to apologize. That was the game too, not me. Miranda's sniff continued. You hoped she had plenty of issues, Andy. What the heck? Kinda weird that she reacted this way. You couldn't wrap your mind around it. This seemed so unlike Terry, and maybe that's why it bothered Miranda so much. Miranda's voice sounded a bit more collected after finishing her story, but you knew that the crying was far from being done. I thought she'd have reached out to one of you by now. Maybe she's not talking to anyone. Yeah. Sorry for bothering you and Cove about this. Hey, we're here for you.
Right.
Alright, you can tell us things. Thank you. Her shaking voice finally conveyed a little optimism, or at least relief that she wasn't dealing with it entirely of her own,
Is that
on
all
her
right?
own. If you do hear from her or anything, could you let me know if she's alright? We can. Thanks. Let's talk later, okay? Bye. 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 Can you stop with a bye? Just hang up. That didn't really seem like an especially productive point to end the call. Though you also weren't sure where to go from there. Looting, looting, looting to Cove. His face seemed as lost as yours. With no alternative, you hang up and put your phone back on your bed. Cove crossed his arm. A frown seized his face. He began to pace the length of your room, clearly trying to put the pieces together in his head in a way that makes sense. You were worried. You felt pretty confident about this working out well. You sounded like trouble to you. You weren't sure how to react. I would be like intrigued. In real life, I would be like intrigued, like what the hell is going on? I guess I worried. I want to know more. Biting the side of your chest, you stare at the ground. Hearing Miranda so distraught, like that was not easy. And what about Terry? The uncertainty was tearing you up. The empty state of your head before learning this was not helping you now. Couldn't put two thoughts together. Flopping back on your bed, you stared into space. We should probably try calling Terry. Cole's voice managed to drag you back to some grounding. He'd stopped pacing, but you still saw a perturbed look on his face. Yeah, I'm worried about her too. You bounced up and moved to his side, ready to act on whatever plan you two could come up with. Cove started with the easiest thing. He pulled out his phone and called Terry. Cove let it ring, and ring, and ring, and ring. Terry didn't answer. There wasn't even an option to leave a voice message. Your shoulders slumped, and Cove looked even more troubled. If that was possible, he turned to you as if for some lifeline. Could you try calling? I'm gonna send you a text which like, hey, I was trying to reach you, call me, or something. Yeah. You took up your phone once more. Unfortunately, after another set of interminable rings, the line went dead. No answer, no voicemail. Hanging up, you saw Cove visibly deflated. He rubbed his arm, eye distant, openly struggling with the whole affair. I don't like this at all. They're fighting. We barely know anything. Are we supposed to just wait and see? Despite it only being a minute since he texted Terry, Cove checked his phone again. He was desperate for progress, for something, and you frowned as you watched him. I'm the silent type. There was nothing you could think to say. All you could do now was hope that Terry was alright. It was up to her to reach back out now. Flexing on your own phone in vain, you considered sending a text message too. That would even help. This was making you feel all twisted up. You could see the same sort of discomfort on Cove's face. There was something consoling in that, at least. Word drifted from his mouth like a feeble breeze. It'll be fine. It's gonna be okay. Yeah. And I stopped saying yeah. We could hear it in both of your voices, how much you wanted to give and receive reassurance. You tried to believe the sentiments, weak as they were.
Well,
Should we... What do we even say if we do hear from one of them. His pacing resumed as he attempted to answer his own question. But it was written all over his face, but he had no idea how to tackle any of this. He slowly came to another halt, like a gear winding down. I think we should figure out what is Terry's side, like what is going on her side. I think it'd be done until you knew what she thought of this. That much was certain. Cove nodded slightly in agreement. For several minutes you both remained there in silence, drowning in your own thoughts. Eventually, Cove turned around. I'm gonna text Terry, but we already know what's going on. Maybe she have an easier time talking to us before because she won't have to pretend or explain. Yeah, maybe her attention, maybe, I don't know. But with the two on the same page, he still his gaze to prepare for taking this next step. Cove's finger worked furiously, yet carefully. He was giving his full attention to his words. You sidled up next to him and looked, trying to watch what he was writing. Cove rapidly tapped out. Hey, Jamie and I really want to talk to you. Miranda told us what happened. Please reply back. And sent. That was done. We'll just have to see what happens now. What the hell? That's weird. Am I Yandere? What is this? Definitely be alright. Cool, things are okay. Hopefully she takes back pretty soon. From just his face, you could tell that wasn't going to do much for him. He was going to be stuck thinking about this until Terry replied. A small noise escaped his lips. All the frustration at the situation crumbled away from his face, and he spoke softly. Thanks, Jamie. I'm glad it's not just me with all this happening. Cove took one last look at his phone and then put it away. His effort at a smile was meager but earnest.
It's okay.
We can just forget about it for a while. Terry will talk to us when she wants to. Could you leave? What the hell? Sounds good to me. And you meant it, exerting some of your own concern away. The last thing you wanted was to fight with Cove. A silence stretched on in what felt like hours, but it likely wasn't that long before there was a knock on your bedroom door, and Mom peeked in. Oopsies. Just wanted to check in on you. Oh, Cove, when did you get here? When she saw you were there, she opened the door all the way. Ma was standing there as well. She slipped past her wife to come inside your space. What's going on? We're okay. It's just Miranda called earlier. She and Terry are fighting, but none of us know what's going on with Terry. Your parents exchanged a meaningful look, though its meaning was lost on you.
I'm so sorry.
That's too bad. I'm sorry there's trouble with your friend, sweetie. Is there anything we can do to help? Out of the corner of your eye, you saw Cove rub his arm awkwardly, unable to add anything. No, we're just waiting to see if Terry calls, or texts, or if Miranda does. Well, we can at least help you take your mind off of things while you're waiting.
Yeah.
Another great idea, Lainey. We can get the whole gang together for some quality time. Mom gave you a soft smile and added, this'll be good, especially since it might help make up for what happened at the farmer's market. Yes, it'll be wonderful. I'll go see what Liz is up to right now. Excited, she fluttered a few steps away and then stopped. She pivoted on her heels and raised a single finger, flashing a big smile at Cove.
It's no trouble.
Oh, and of course Cliff would be welcome too. Knowing your families was always there for you, that couldn't be underestimated. In fact, it meant everything to you and that your mom cared so much. I really appreciate this. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. That's nice of you.
You're welcome.
Look at his face, like he's really like unsure, like, yeah. You're both very welcome. Don't sweet it. Not so, kiddos. You always make the worst joke. I'm sorry, but like, please. Leave things to us. Just relax and we'll call you when it's all together. You nodded, and your mom's dispersed for now, springing into action for their impromptu get-together. You flopped down on your bed, feeling like you could sink into it and disappear. Cove, meanwhile, took a spot on a chair off to the side. This chair, you mean? You sat at the same time, and Cove's mouth pulled into a bent smile at that. He gave his phone another quick check and his eyebrows furrowed. Still nothing? Yep, bit crap, huh? Yep. Cove chewed the inside of his cheek, as if to mimic the stress that was clearly eating away at him. Cove, what's wrong? What's really wrong? One disagreement doesn't make you act like this. That got a pointed pause in his movement. Cove was carefully trying to put his thought together. He spoke in a fragile voice. When people you care about, when they are unhappy with each other, there's nothing you can do. At least, when you're in a fight yourself, you have some responsibility, some control over it all. I wish it didn't have to happen, but that isn't possible, so oh well, I guess. His attempt at giving an nonchalant shrug after was pitiable. Horrible too. Can't be helped. Stay silent, or they can do whatever they want. Yeah, horrible too. In your lap, your hands momentarily curled into fist. This kind of powerlessness, it wore you down. You looked to Cove and were reassured by his understanding nod. There was a question you had to ask. Is it because of what happened with your parents? Cove ran a hand through his hair, a strange smile spreading across his lips. For him, this pain struck close to his heart. Just as quickly as he had come, his smile was gone, lost amidst his faraway gaze. Yeah, you got it. It's like my parents. Despite knowing him for so many years, Cove had never spoke of the years before he moved to Sunset Bird, before his parents separated, in any details. He whispered his thoughts distantly, almost unconcerned with whether you could hear them or not. They used to fight all the time. I think they got along when I was a baby. I mean, they had to have wanted to be with each other at some point. But when I was old enough to remember anything, it was already bad. There was always something wrong, and I could never help. I just wanted them to be happy. You tried to imagine your moms breaking up, and the very idea scared you. But Cove had endured that for real. I'm sorry.
Jamie, don't worry about it.
Despite that revelation, Cove gazed irrationally at you. It's not like that anymore. Things are so different now. I don't even really think about it. Again, the sorrow reasserted itself. When he continued, you could barely hear him. Though, I guess it's pretty obvious I haven't forgotten either. You tried to smile for him. You crossed the room and took his hand. You bent over and placed a hand on his shoulder, hugged him, kissed him. I like the taking hand. He's sweet. He shot up out of his seat as you approached, but didn't resist as you gently took his hand. Your head fell to his shoulder, and you squeezed his hand reassuringly. You saw him watching you with glossy eyes. Then Cove sighed contentedly, his mouth pulled into a soft smile. Wordlessly, you knew that he understood. You felt at peace with him there. When he gripped your hand back, you knew that he felt it too. The two of you took a seat again, but this time side by side on your bed.
Well...
Today was a lot, huh? Yeah, it was. You sat there contentedly, leaned against him, caressed his hand. Lean! Resting the side of your head to his shoulder, you then stopped at his face. Cove watched you affectionately. At that gentle gaze, you finally felt like everything was going to be okay. No matter what happens, you can make it work. His mouth pulled into a bent smile at that. You chuckled, resting your head comfortably back on his shoulder.
Me too.
He couldn't sit still anymore. He leaned in, delicately pressing his lips to your forehead, and he raised one free hand to lightly touch your jaw. The breath got caught in your throat. When you remembered to breathe, blood rushed to your face, turning your skin a deep red. You tried not to think about how hot you were feeling, because after everything that happened today, you were just grateful for the moment. And for a while you stayed like that. Comfortable quiet fell between you, and the sun fell with it. The moment calm ended when Cove gasped shortly. You spun, half expecting to find him nursing an injury, but instead found him staring straight ahead. What?
Oh my god.
Why is it so dramatic all of a sudden? I think my phone just vibrated. Check it out. Right. He patted his pockets, fumbling in his panic, and yanked the phone out. The force of the action nearly catapulted the device out of his grip entirely, but he caught it just in time. His eyes honed in on the screen. It's Terry, thank God. She says she's sorry. He looked back at you, eyes wide as his nerves started to fray once more. What should I say? Ask her what's going on. He nodded and began typing. Cove was aware that his blunt words could sometimes make others bristle, even though he never meant to hurt them to hurt. Cove's phone buzzed nearly as soon as the message was sent. It's Terry again. She's talking to us. She asked about what Miranda said, but wait. You leaned in, watching the conversation unfold on Cove's screen.
Right.
She's gonna actually call. Cove held his breath as he waited. His circle of friends had always been small, so he managed to avoid the stress of seeing friends fighting. You suspected that he was feeling this even more keenly, both because this was so uncommon and the friends was so important to him. His phone rang out. Cove jammed the answer button, his reflexes instantaneous. He switched the phone into speaker mode, allowing you to participate in the conversation. But despite his immediate reaction, his voice lacked the same resolve when he spoke. Hey. It was tentative, a white flag fluttering in the wind. Jimmy's here too. Hi, we've been worried about you.
Hey.
Terry's voice was barely recognizable, without her usual quick patter and energy.
Are you okay?
I don't know, probably not. Cove tensed, his free hand coiling into an anxious fist. What happened? Don't you know already? Miranda explained some of it, but it doesn't make sense to us. You heard Terry sigh over the phone as she unburdened herself. Pretty much, I was at Randy's house. We decided to watch some movies. It was super like that I've never even seen before. Turns out there's a lot of those. We watched one, then another, and another. We were having so much fun. Each time one finished, she had another one to share with me. I didn't really think about the time. I only wanted to say yes to Randy and watch her movies. She spoke wistfully, but her words were full of affection. It was Randy, you know? I wasn't thinking about my schedule or what time it was. I get it. Then I finally saw the time and... oh no, it was way too late. I already knew I couldn't stay. She took a deep breath, her voice becoming softer when she resumed talking. I was so stressed out, I just couldn't deal with it. Miranda wanted to help. She kept coming up with ways to make it better and trying to figure out why I was so upset and stuff. I was trying to answer her question, and there were so many, but I couldn't really answer all of them. I didn't even know why some of her ideas didn't work with me. It made my head ache. I still had the first problem, and Randy was there, trying to help, blasting all these questions and suggestions at me faster than I could even think. She gulped audibly, sniffing. I got frustrated and told her to just leave me alone. But then she wanted to talk about why I wanted that, and we started having a fight in the kitchen. It woke Randy's dad up. We told him about how I wanted to go home, but my parents couldn't get me, so Mr. Eckert offered to do it. That's nice of him. Terry groaned. I know. I accepted, because I definitely couldn't stay then, not after throwing a racket and turning it into a big deal. But I feel awful and embarrassed. Why did I yell at Randy and hurt her feelings? And I made her dad do sleep by waking up and having to drive me home. What did you say after that? I have no idea. What do you say after that? I have no idea. I didn't know where to start, and I don't want to make it worse by saying the wrong thing and fighting again. So I'm not talking. Randy, it doesn't matter that you didn't want to stay or that you fought. You just want to feel like you can talk to her. I mean, you can say whatever you want, she'll listen. Not talking to her at all is pretty much the only wrong way to go about it. Terry lamented mournfully on the end of a line, but he had a point. Unless she faced Miranda again, there would be no resolution. We looked at Cove, hunched over the phone, staring pensively into it and searching for a solution. This couldn't be solved with the other key podding missing, but what if you brought them in? Your phone was still free. I rang Miranda without saying a word. Terry might flee from the call if you told her what was going on. You wanted to make certain they spoke to one another. You slipped your phone out. In the background, you couldn't hear Cove and Terry still talking. You began dialing while they were distracted, then set it to speaker and waited for Miranda to join.
Hi.
Hi, Jamie. Her voice was still distant, as if her thoughts were elsewhere, but it was loud enough for your needs. Ah, what was that? Terry shouted her question, confirming that she'd heard Miranda's arrival too.
What happened?
What was that? Cove glanced over her shoulder towards you, spotting the phone in your hand. She smiled ruefully. It's just your game. Andy? Harry? Hi. Can you just speak to each other now? Realization that we could hear each other was drawing over all parties now. You decided to help Kid along with an explanation. Miranda's on the speaker with me, Terry's on speaker with Cove. Oh. Yeah, oh. There was a pause while the two of them digested this information, considering their next word. When Cove exchanged look, waiting for the wall between them to break, and wondering who would be the one to do it. As the quiet dragged on, he caught Cove, chewing his cheek. He must have weighed up the same question as you, whether to encourage the conversation along, or leave Meryl and Terry to resolve it themselves. The answer came in the form of one sniff, followed by another, from Cove's phone.
Sorry.
Sorry, Randy, I hope you still like me. What? You were the one acting as if you didn't like me. Her tone was defensive, no doubt a result of her wound from last night still being raw.
What?
No way, everyone likes Randy. You're wonderful. You asked me Cove, his phone was still towards you, capturing the call indirectly. You moved your phone closer to his, hoping that the signal was strong enough to convey every nuance of tone. Cove did likewise, bringing his cell right next to yours, even bumping it as it shifted his grip. I didn't know what to say, that's the only reason I couldn't talk to you. If I had known the answer, I would have told you right away. Miranda murmured on the other end of the line. You didn't want to stay. Anything I tried to do bothered you, and you could have told me you didn't know. Yeah, I think I was angry at myself. I did a dumb thing and I didn't want help with it. I wanted to be mad and just deal with it myself. It made me keep doing dumb things. Oh. When she spoke again, her voice was quiet, as tender and vulnerable as the words.
I'm sorry.
Staying up late washing stuff was all my fault. I had to find a way to fix it. That's what I thought anyway. But I should have given you space. I'm sorry for being so pushy and sensitive. Hardly. Miranda echoed having a flaw. I've never heard of such a crazy thing. Miranda let out a ghost of giggle. Cove clearly cleared his throat. Maybe we should call each other now? You should call each other? Sorry. Can do. Thanks for giving me the kick in the butt to do this already. Randy Mandy. What? Randy Mandy? What kind of nickname is that? I'm gonna call you right now. Bye, Jimmy Cove. She hung up after screaming another quick bye, though not giving you and Cove room to respond in kind. Miranda laughed, the nose tickling gently like wind chimes in a summer breeze.
You're really nice.
Thank you for listening and helping. I'm gonna hang up now so I can answer Terry's call. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Miranda hung up, still clenching softly as your call ended. The room felt emptier without the others' voices in it. Cove expelled a sigh that crashed through the newly fallen silence. He dropped his arm to his side, letting his head hang down like a puppet at rest. Thank God. That should have involved us in that. I'm worried it's okay. You were simply happy that your friend had made up. If it is even what drained you. I'm sorry if it's okay. Cove scratched at his face, his expression cloudy. I think I need to find better ways for dealing with conflict, because that was awful. He did okay. Maybe the inside cheek biting is not a good thing, but he did okay. Cove meekly smiled as he rubbed at his eyes, weariness creeping over him, and he mumbled his next word. We can talk about it another day. Conflict resolution method? Huh? Oh no, forget it. Your eyebrow rose and a light bulb went off in your head. Before we made that call, didn't you say there was something you wanted to say? I remembered. Cove's original visit had been thrown so off kilter that it was a struggle to wind your memory back to when it first turned up. Now you did, though. You remembered that he had been perky when he arrived this afternoon. Was it good news? Cove brushed his hand against his now folded arm shyly. Well, yeah, maybe. I'm not exactly sure it counts as news or even good. It's what it is. I'm happy about it though. You were curious, but you didn't want to push Cove if he didn't want to speak about it. You don't have to say anything, but if it makes you feel good, I think it is good news. Cove chuckled awkwardly, a hand creeping up to ruffle the hair on the back of his head. It's fine. If you're not here, I can tell you. He shifted on his feet as if a different posture might give him the support he needed for the conversation. I didn't want to make a big deal, but I I just know what my sexuality is now. Okay. Well, a really subject change, huh? He chuckled. Sure, it was unexpected, but you were excited that Cole had come to understand himself more. I'm glad he wanted to share that with you. That's great, tell me more. Cove drew a breath, straightening up. I'm demisexual? I don't even know what that is. So most of the time I don't really have those kind of feelings, physical wants and stuff. It's only in some situation when I'm really, really emotionally and romantically connected to someone. But I start to ever think about anything sexual and it's only with them. Oh, okay. I hadn't heard the term until pretty recently and it just made a lot of sense. Once I knew what it meant, I had a word that fit how I felt.
Yeah.
And I'm pan romantic, because I never had a preference for a specific range or anything, so yeah, that makes sense. Cove looked down at the floor, being so open and direct about a matter that personal, which you were sure he'd spent a long time trying to figure out, seemed to be kind of weird for him. Despite that, there was a small, proud smile on his face, and when he looked up again, his gaze was steadfast.
Oh? Absolutely, I'm asking. Absolutely, I'm asking that question.
Cove flushed and frowned equally hard as the statement. At the statement, he struggled to get out a response.
Yeah. What kind of thoughts?
Jimmy, you don't need to answer that. You weren't sure that was true, but you couldn't help chuckling at how bashful he was. And no matter what, you wouldn't be getting a more explicit response than that right now. But the topic was dropped. All this talk of co-sexuality made you reflect upon your own. Your feeling on your hadn't wavered? Yeah. Just kiss already. That already happened. That already happened. Cove had known for years now. It was heartwarming that he had reached a point where he felt similarly capable of discussing his own. He felt even closer. You felt his tiredness deep in the marrow of your bones. It had been a tiring day, now everything was neatly wrapped up, for today at least, and you had earned a rest. Like make out.
Hey yo, you kinky?
Are you hoping to see some things? Huh? You kinky? You had some good talks and come out of it, not only knowing each other better, but yourself too. No. Uh-huh.
Hey.
Hey, we should probably head downstairs too, soon. If your moms are still waiting at everyone to get together. Yeah, that's right. I thought it was over. With a renewed spring in your step, you led the way out of the room. You got downstairs to find the others already assembled and waiting. Cove holding my beloved. Hello, Bobby Vita. Hello, welcome on my stream. Hello, hello. I understand though. I understand the hobo. He's so cute. I don't know. With a new I just read that. I'm done.
Hi.
Hey, good to see you both. Yeah. Let me drink
Hey.
some orange juice. Orange juice. Hi. Here we were trying to corral everyone into a group, but the two of you were already upstairs this whole time.
Hmm.
Of course we were together. You paid Jamie to stick with me. Or did you forget? Ouch. I kinda like the joke though. The statement was meaningless to your family, who looked to each other for answers in vain. Why is Clifton surprised Cove is squatting a palm in Noel's place? That's a good question. That is a good question. Cove is probably more at our place than his own place. The statement was meaningless to a family who looked at each other for answers in vain. Mr. Holden, who got the message loud and clear, seemed embarrassed. He chuckled nervously, rubbing the back of his neck. Ouch, son. You always know when to remind me of that one. Uh-huh. I can't let you live it down yet. Can we hear exactly what the secret is? No, just don't ask. The suspense is killing us. Don't ask. Just don't ask. Just don't ask. Just don't, okay? Just don't. Alright. I'd better get everyone up to speed. He held up his hand, palm out, pacifying his audience, or perhaps holding them up as a shield in advance. That first day I met Jimmy, I'd been worrying about Cove being alone in the summer.
Well,
We weren't allowed to kid around, and wasn't exactly on the best terms with me at the time. Glanced around at your family. Gauging? Is that how you say it again? I forgot. Gauging their responses. It felt like this was my one shot, so I kind of offered him $20 to be friends with Cove. And added that he couldn't tell him about it. Liz gasped. Mass was staring incredulously at Mr. Holden, while Mom's eyebrows had retreated to her airline. You and Cove, already knowing the story, were the only ones unaffected. But after a while, I really did honestly forget even it happened. He raised his hands higher, now level of his shoulders. Not a bad idea, though, you thought. If Mom felt inclined to throw caution at him, he'd probably manage to block it in time. I know that's bad, but I've had so many grand ideas over the years. It's hard to keep track of them all. What the hell else do you do, bro? Cove smiled, placing his hands on his lips and shaking his head at his father's antics.
seriously?
I can't believe you, though also I totally can. Where moms were less indulgent, the shock had ebbed. Let's say ebbed. The shock had ebbed away to displeasure. Mom's foot was tapping rapidly as she frowned at the next door neighbor, while Ma had her arms crossed. I'm tired of myself. I am tired of myself. Over her chest and her lips pursed. I'm sorry, Jamie, and I'm sorry to your parents too. That was way out of my bounds. Don't worry about it. Everything worked out. Your mom gave each other that look, where they seemed to communicate with eyes alone. Alright then, that's that then. And it won't happen again.
Absolutely.
Good. It was a little surprising that they were letting him off the hook. But on the other hand, it was a long time ago now, and you were sure your moms remembered those painfully early days of Co's arrival too. What do you mean painfully? It wasn't painful. Mr. Holden wasn't a potential bad influence anymore, so a lecture would be pretty moot. Moot? Instead, your mom gave him a lenient smile.
In that case,
Now that it's settled, why don't we find something to do? Notes of agreement cascaded through the group in a couple waves at the suggestion. Mr. Holden's shoulders slumped with a release of tension. He brought his hands down, tucking them away into his pockets. How about cards? There was a murmur of interest from the others. We're keen to play. There was fun with you. You'd play along with the others. Let's play along. Most of the group was eager to play, but Mr. Holden was demurring.
Nah.
I think I'll sit this one out. What's the fun in that? Join in. We're not too angry with you. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of people, but we can make it work. Let's probably give great hugs. I see what you mean, yeah. Yeah, I would agree. The old, the adult version of Liz, yeah. The kid and teenager version, I would be like, I would bury her in the sand and just forget she existed. Very comfy, big sister energy, yeah. Yeah, the not teen one, definitely not. Yeah, no, absolutely not. The teen one, absolutely not. The adult version, yeah, absolutely. Yes, and I know there's a lot of people, but we can make it work. Mr. Horton shrank into himself, embarrassed by their attention. I mean, I would look at these two. Dad, you love playing cards. We do at our house all the time. Yeah, remember the time you played over there? I played over there. Those were serious games. We made bets with real money and everything. Dad. Mr. Holden broke under the combined force of everyone's attention. Cove and Jamie, you're done now. You deserve to know the truth. I used to throw the guard games so you could win. Wow. I put up a good fight, but I always made sure to lose a lot more rounds than I won. We love a guy with big heart. Not our fault, he stays out in front of us. Exactly, you know, I just wanna hug his heart, you know? Just don't look at mine, okay? Just don't pay attention to mine, okay? He told with the end of his ponytail, clearly distressed at the second greatest secret he was revealing today. I know people want to be taken seriously and fake wins don't mean as much, but I couldn't help myself. It's so much better when everyone else got the chance to be victorious. Kira knew and went along with it. Cove laughed in disbelief that this was the thing his dad stressed about hiding. After the other stunt he's pulled over the years. So lots of fun do that. I hadn't guessed it, sure, but looking back it made sense. Kira, my beloved, she was cool. I haven't seen her since the teenager days, but she was cool. I liked her. I wanna see her a bit more. I hope she comes back in the future. That's alright. What's the big deal, Cliff? Can't finally take the kid's glove off and give them a run for their money. Maybe even actually money, in your case. Mr. Holden smiled coyly, his gaze lowering. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Why?
Why not? He waves his hand expensively, the movement fluid and vague. It's just actually, I am something of a card shark. I used to make lots of fast cash of games. Casual players don't have a shot unless it's a game of pure luck. Cove's jaw hung open, his wide eyes fixed on his father. Really? There was a touch of amusement, even admiration, nestled amongst the shock. I wanna see though. The other members of the Honeydew family exchanged looks, ranging from Liz's disbelief to Mom's intrigue. We massed somewhere in the middle between the two. You can't simply make a claim like that and expect us to go along with it. Let's see you back it up, Sharkman. Mr. Holden gave a crooked smile, his demuriousness quickly being replaced with the confidence of someone very skilled, oh, very misguided. You sure about that? Definitely. We've got to see this so-called non-casual player in action. Well, I might be a bull, though who knows. Maybe Billy have gotten rusty. His coyness continued to rile the gang up, and he was getting a kick out of it now.
Please?
Come on, please.
Alright.
Alright, I can dust off the old tricks. Great. Great, yay. Cove beamed at his father while Mom clapped Mr. Holden on the back. Liz darting off to get a deck of cards, while the rest of you settled in for the game. Hands were dealt, Mr. Holden wasted no time proving his words true, wiping the floor with all of you. You played several rounds, even switching games, but none of you were a match for him. That's how the aliens came to be forged. The rest of you joined forces against Mr. Holden only just to try increasing the odds of beating him. With your combined efforts, you pulled out a few victories. Yes, there was still a challenge. He was clearly a professional. If those were his skills now, rusty with disuse, you couldn't even imagine what a deadly opponent he had been in the past. Despite that, you still had fun. Working cooperatively actually fostered a sense of camaraderie with others. Mr. Holden didn't appear fazed by this strategy. You actually wondered whether the increased challenge made it more interesting for him. You spent the rest of the afternoon together with your family and the Holdens, having fun. It was an interesting evening for sure, with many discoveries for everyone. It was freeing, and yet simultaneously, you felt more tied together than you had been before. Yay, let me save. Thank you. Oh, I need to bring my vessel back up. Why am I still under the desk? I forgot. I forgot I wasn't still under the desk. I mean, half, 3/4, 90% under the desk. Surprised that didn't wake up my mod already. I was expecting to wake up in the under the desk. Under the desk? What? But I guess not. I guess he fell asleep, or maybe he just doesn't love me anymore. Ugh. I'm yawning. Let me yawn, okay? Huh? You tired again? What do you mean again? I mean, if you didn't know, I'm always tired, like, always, like. Not being tired is not an option with Nike, okay? That is not an option, sir. I am always tired. Okay? I know. What do you mean you know? What do you mean you know? Huh? Wanna fight? Either tired or asleep? Yeah. That's pretty much me, yeah. Not my fault. I have like a bad habit, okay? When I'm bored, I go sleep. Literally, I go sleep. I'm like, I'll find something to do after. That's fine. Now I'm just gonna go sleep. But am I like bored because I'm tired? Or am I tired because I'm bored? I don't know. I'm sending random gifts to my mod. You know. Should I do a last one, or should I stop today for here? Hey yo. I'm trying to decide one last, or we stop here. I don't know. Or maybe I should keep the last two for next time. Oops. Nothing to be AO about? Yeah. Try to act innocent, sir. Try all you want. Try to act all innocent, like I did nothing. I didn't say anything. What? What is going on? Yeah, I think I'll leave the two next. These two for like next time. And if there is the next phase, I think there is. I think this is like a phase 4, I think. We'll start that also next time. I am innocent. There's always something to be AO about. I do not know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Okay, I don't know what you mean. Okay. Okay, let me come here. I'll keep the two others for next time. I've taken my decision. Of course, the only moment brother says something is when I have a deep voice, when we talk about deep voice, or when there's a AO moment, you know, and otherwise he doesn't care about me. He's like quiet for hours and hours and even days, and as soon as I'm a little bit sussy, he's there. Just like my mod. Exactly like my mod. Hey listen, I wasn't at my PC, okay? I just got here. Uh-huh. What were you doing? There were like a night and you kiss everybody you meet in the street? Is it, are you saying? But how Beto will react about my voice? What do you mean just like my mod? You know what I mean. But cleaned my room and made my bed? Uh-huh. Did someone came into your bed and made a mess out of it? I don't remember doing that. I don't remember. What's the issue? No one did? Oh. It's myself? Oh, well, damn. You go hard on yourself, huh? I see, I see. I see, I see. Hey, yo. Okay, let's raid someone. Let's see who can we raid. Do you guys have anyone to raid? Wait, is there anyone who is actually playing the game? Anyone? Anyone? Shush. Oh, I was the only one on Twitch. Shit. I guess BFC is playing a game that I don't want to you guys to discover if you don't know that game. I don't want you to, because I might be playing that game one day, so I don't want you to. Yato is doing Dead by Daylight. Okay, I read Yato. I'll be reading Yato. You're playing games with my heart? Well, I mean, you're playing with mine, so it's only fair. It is only fair. Thank you for stream as always. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you. Missing a lot as always. Thank you. Don't forget, Sunday, 6 p.m. CT, so like the same hour I always stream at. Movie night on Discord. If you want to join, the link to Discord is down below. Like it's even twice there. So feel free to join. Remember to read and violate the rules. Just saying, wink wink. You have more stuff. Wink wink. Wait, like wink wink with sound. Was sussy? No, not like that. Okay. No. Nothing sussy. Literally. Read and violate the rule. Sir? I said validate, not violate. I mean, there's other stuff to violate. I'm just saying. I'm sure my dear mod would like to be violated. Anyway, I'm going. See you tomorrow, guys. I'll be playing Kingdom Hearts, I think. And I didn't say anything. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you for being here. Love you guys. Bye bye.